Hey guys, Mike here again. This time I'm going to talk to you about the TOPS Stryker Defender Tool. This thing I just got here, testing on a little bit. Made out of 1095 high carbon steel. It's got the black traction coating on it. It's got some saw teeth on the top and some serrated edges on half of the back finish. It's a 4.5 inch blade. It's not that big of a blade. The plain edge is probably only maybe, I don't know, like 2.5 inches of that blade on there. Kind of like a little more plain edge, but we'll give it a few chopping tests and see how it goes here, but I think it should be pretty good. Did a few little things earlier on it and it seemed to go okay, so yeah, just bear with me here and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, well here we are with the TOPS Stryker Defender Tool. This thing in the hand is it's a really good feel. It's a pretty decent size. I think good for survival, good for combat, I think, whatever you want to do with it. You know, it's you got to really know your craft, I think, with this one, just because of the size of it. Also kind of the weight of it, because it's kind of hefty. But TOPS is known for having kind of a hefty blade to these things. They're always pretty thick, you know, with a 1/4 inch overall length, thickness on here. It's got the micarta scales, it's got that Rocky Mountain tread on there, and it's got that black traction coating, which is cool. I haven't had much trouble with this stuff coming off. It's not just like a painted finish or anything. It's pretty much on there. But you can, you know, you can scratch it out if you go hard enough on these things. But yeah, let's do some chopping and see how it goes here. And this thing already acts like a wedge, man. It just wants to go right through it. You know, some of this wood's wet here, I got here, some of it's kind of dry, so it might be a different story on other pieces, but it's going to be pretty good. With this kind of knife here, you really got to pick a piece of wood that it can actually span, or else you'll be having a tough time trying to get through it. Start off with this one here. It can barely span, but you know, let's see if it works. does act like a wedge. So overall, I made pretty quick work out of that piece of wood. Yeah, with the thickness on it and the grind, it seems to be really good at doing its job. As long as you're able to pick a piece of wood that's able to span pretty well, so you can smack it from either side. Smack the top edge of the blade. Let's see what we can do about processing some branches here. This is green wood, so she does look pretty good. Yeah, let's make a tent peg, I guess. That's kind of shitty wood. The pith in here is pretty funky. But we'll give it a try anyway. So yeah, it seems to be able to do its job there. I can make a nice tent peg. So, with drier wood, I think it'd be a lot easier. You know, the pith here is pretty soft stuff. So, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, let him do his job there. We can do a little bit of hacking on bamboo here. See how that goes. So yeah, seems to be able to carve and craft with bamboo. I think pretty good with this thing here. I do recommend the lanyard on this though, just because to keep the control on it, because there's such a weight and such a small blade on there. All the force is really near your hand, so you want to keep good control. Little modifications that I did. Went ahead and the factory edge is a little dull, kind of, so I went ahead and I gave it a nicer edge on here. I didn't polish up everything as far as the exposed metal goes. It's really important though is I also gave the jimping in the back here. I got rid of the black traction coating because I wanted those edges on the thumb ram here to be more grippy, and it tends to work out pretty good. If you see in the videos here, I kind of do choke up a little bit on the blade a little bit here when I'm doing some carving stuff, just because I feel like you get a little bit better carve with that going this route. But these are dull here, so it's not too bad up on the front edge here. It's here on the back edges of the saw teeth, you know, that are pretty edgy. So, you know, that's just something to be careful of. But other than that, I mean, I think it's a great knife. If you guys are thinking about it, I suggest picking one up, man. So, yeah, thanks a lot. All right, we'll see you later. One of my friends asked me if I could throw this thing, and yeah, I think I can toss this. It's pretty hefty. It's kind of a little back heavy. I think with maybe a half spin, I think we can try and throw it and see if it sticks here. So yeah, give it a second. So yeah, I think it's able to be thrown. I had to dull the blade down a little bit just to make sure that, you know, when past the hand, it's not going to slice me up or nothing, but it's usually pretty good. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later.